Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey everybody, this is Jimmy Ezzell here in Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. Just want to welcome you to our morning brew call, our Thursday edition. And for all of our brand new distributors and all of our guests that are on here today, we want to welcome you. Thank you for taking the time to be on our morning brew call. We do this call every single morning, same time, same numbers that you just dialed in, Monday through Friday. So set yourselves a reminder to be on this call. You have joined a great community of people that just want more out of life. They just have a certain passion, certain desire to succeed and to excel and to be better themselves. And so welcome aboard. Hey, I've got a great call lined up for you today. I want to encourage all of you to get yourselves into a quiet place, get a notepad and pen out, paper. I want to ask some of our top leaders on the back end of this call to stay on and add a few nuggets if you would. And today I'm just going to share with you some things that I believe that could truly not only impact your sozo business, but also impact your life. And so today I want to talk to you about this great industry that we're in. You know, a little bit about my story, if you don't know. I've been in this industry now for about 12 years. I've been very fortunate and blessed to really live an incredible lifestyle, to be able to travel the world, to be able to make an impact in you know, literally tens of thousands of people's lives. And I owe a lot of these things to not necessarily my own ability as much as that when I first started, it was the growth that I endured, many of the hardships, many of the learning lessons, and the personal growth and development that I've been on. And so today I want to share with you some things that have some principles that really have helped shape my thinking, some of the things that have really helped me with my own personal growth, my personal business, and also within our teams. And so I want to share with you, I didn't get a chance to train on this Monday night. I want to share this with you today because I'll be traveling Monday. We have a Monday night leadership call this next Monday. I want you guys to set yourselves a reminder. It's going to be a lights out training. We've got 3 incredible leaders that are going to share the platform, and it's going to be a great training. So make sure you set your reminder to be on that call as well. So I want to talk to you today about some truths about network marketing, right? Some truths about network marketing. And I was thinking about this because in the past week, you know, there are certain things as you're coaching and mentoring and building teams and working with people, there are things that come up and you just know that what they say, all right, what they say and what they mean really dictate what's going to happen in their business. Okay? And as we're building our teams, you know, I'm very fortunate get to work with a lot of people in the group and watch the businesses grow. You're probably seeing the rank advancements. We've got even more rank advancing this week. And there's certain people that as you're working with them, you know, things come up. And I started writing some things down this past week that I just wanted to talk to you about, some truths. So I'm going to give you 7 of them. Okay, 7 truths about network marketing. Now, what is a truth? Dictionary.com, the definition of it says a verified or indisputable fact. A verified or indisputable fact, proposition, principle, or the like. All right, so I'm going to give you some truths that I believe can really help you with your overall business and in your life. The first truth I want to share with you, okay, is that you are 100% responsible for your success or failure. Okay? You are 100% responsible for your success or failure. Once I realized this in my career, this really helped set me free. Okay? See, one of the things about Mark Petchel is that no matter what happens in his organization, no matter what happens in his business, you know, if there's a hiccup with a launch, right? He still knows that you've got to be 100% responsible for his business. I think many of you have heard me say this, that, you know, you're looking for leaders that once they get this mindset, once they've seen the big picture, right? Once they understand that they are responsible whether they succeed or fail and nobody else, those leaders will ultimately help you build a large organization. See, you've got to one of the truth about you being responsible for your success or failure is that many people blame the company. They'll blame their sponsor. Oh, I can't get a hold of Jimmy. He's so busy, right? I can't, I'm not getting, losing weight on the thermogenic coffee. So this isn't going to work. I hosted this mixer at my house and nobody showed up. Right? They start blaming, they keep blaming, they blame on the product, the company, their sponsor. Maybe it's shipping, the economy. They just blame everybody and everything. And they wonder why they're not successful. Right? You've got to work on developing yourself as a leader that takes 100% responsibility for your success or failure. You got to get to the point where I'm at, where you have a conversation with your sponsor. Mine happens to be Mark Petchel. And you call him up and say, Mark, I love you. I think you're wonderful. I'm one of the hardest working guys I know, one of the best sponsors I've ever had. Here's what I want you to know. Whether I succeed or fail depends on me. Now, when I call you, I want to get some counsel from you occasionally. I definitely need you for some three-way calls. But here's the deal. I know that I am responsible for succeeding or failing in Sozo and nobody else. And when you start to have that mindset, it's absolutely amazing what will happen to you, to your business, and to your team. Because when you breed a culture of people thinking like that, they're not waiting around. They're not, I can tell you right now, I pay close attention. I don't listen to what people tell me. I watch their actions. And I can tell you right now who is on a path to making a huge business in Sozo. You watch their activity. They don't talk about it. They're out. They're on calls. They've got guests on calls. Their volume is moving, folks. Right? The first truth that you've got to know about network marketing is that you've got to take 100% responsibility for your success or failure. Second truth I want to share with you. The bigger the belief, the bigger the check. Jimmy, what do you mean by the belief? What I'm talking about is that you've got to have an unshakable belief in certain parts of your business. The first one is this industry. See, nobody can tell me that there's a better business model than network marketing. Yes, there's other businesses. Yes, there's other ways to make money. But I personally believe for the amount of money you put in and the growth that you get, there's no better business model. You got to have a huge belief about this industry. You can't be shaken when someone says, oh man, it's a pyramid scheme. Really? In your job, anybody reaching down helping you become successful? Truly helping you to be successful? You got to have an unshakable belief about this company. Listen, you can't go on the internet and type in Sozo scam and be shaken by some people that left the company trying to recruit you into some other company. That's not belief, folks. And that's not going to help you build a bigger check. You got to have belief in these products. I was telling a bunch of leaders yesterday, even Paul Odom, that this Meridian product is, and I'm the confession time. You always be direct with it. I've always said I'm a networker. I can promote any product, any service, and go build a team. But there's something about this Meridian product. Literally, as we're talking, I'm touching my neck. My eczema that has been flared up is going down literally within 8 days. Unbelievable. I'm not making any claiming every cure or anything like that. I'm just saying that I will have a huge belief in these products. Right? That nutritional beverage. I have a huge belief in it. As soon as I've been taking that product, I just feel great. Right? You got to have a huge belief in these products. You got to have a huge belief in you. That's why we're so hard on you to be into personal growth. My mentor, Jim Rohn, taught me many, many, many years ago. Work harder on yourself than you do your business. You know why? Because it gets easier to build a business the better you become. You might not believe that, but I'm telling you right now, when you grow as a person, as you develop into a leader, you attract people to you. You want to know why these six-figure entrepreneurs and six-figure income earners, not in network marketing, I'm just talking about people in general, are attracted to certain people? They want to go work with them is because of the person they've become. You got to have a huge belief in yourself. You got to have huge belief in your why. You can't be shaken. If you join this business and in that first 48 hours, and that first, as soon as you enroll and you sign that Declaration of Independence, distributor form, and you said, listen, this is it. I'm going to go get this done, right? So that way I can stay home with my kids. But then you go out there to your girlfriends and you host your first mixer, and one of your best friends tells you this isn't going to work, and you're shaken. See, that can't happen. You got to have huge belief in your why, because you want to stay home with your kids. Whatever that why is, you got to have huge belief in it. How do you get there? You got to go to the events. You got to keep working on yourself, right? The events will help you build that belief in our company, this industry. And you see people on stage sharing their testimonials. When you get on the Tuesday testimonials of Cynthia and you hear the people's lives being changed, that's what builds belief. When you spend the time and you're reading, books that help you grow, like Think and Grow Rich or 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, whatever those books may be for you, that builds belief. Right? The bigger the belief, the bigger the check. Truth number 2. Truth number 3. You've got to master these 7 skills. Ladies and gentlemen, I said master. If you want to be a top income earner in this industry, you've got to master these skills. Here they are. Number 1, you've got to be able to find prospects. You got to be able to find prospects. One of the reasons why most people, if they've had success in one network marketing company, maybe they got, I wouldn't say lucky, maybe they were just at the right place at the right time in terms of growth, but they were in there. And one of the reasons why a lot of people can't build more than one time to a 6-figure income is because they don't have some of these skills. All right? I want to ask you, you probably know some people that have been in a company, have been in a network marketing company, have not been able to do it again and duplicate it again. Why? They don't have these skills. Okay? Finding prospects. You got to be able to find prospects. Number 2, you got to master inviting people to look at our business. Number 3, you got to get good at presenting. Okay? Master presenting the social opportunity. I know we use a lot of tools, but you should still be able to present. Number 4, follow-up. You'll hear it over and over. The fortune is in the follow-up. Number 5, you got to be able to close or enroll people. Right? I don't necessarily always like using the word close, but you know what? You still got to close and enroll people. Number 6, you got to get people started and started right. And number 7 is you got to get good at promoting events. These are skills that you have to master. Finding prospects, inviting, presenting, following up, closing, getting started, and promoting events. These 7 skills, I want you to write them down. And I want you to ask yourself, which one do I have to improve on? And just do one a month, folks, one a month. Research the heck. Talk to your sponsors and your success team. Find out, hey, what can I do here to get better? Just one a month. Work on one skill and get really good at it. Practice and practice and practice. Practice and practice and practice. Because mastering these skills will build you a big organization and a big check. The next truth is that you want to be, or the difference between a hunter and a farmer. Okay? The hunter versus the farmer mindset. See, the hunter has this mindset that they're going out there and they're hunting for people to join them. Okay? When you sit down in front of somebody, they can sense it across the table. That they're your net, if they get involved with you, they can sense it that you're counting on them to pay your mortgage payment, your car payment. They can sense it in your desperation in your voice. That's a hunter. All right? They constantly sell and sell and sell on people. begging people to join their business. Folks, think about it. Bill Gates, do you think he begs people to join his business? Absolutely not. Do you think Warren Buffett begs people to join his organizations? Absolutely not. That's a hunter mentality. See, that you're selling and closing versus what the farmer does, right? Is that as the farmer plants seeds, they're educating people on what we do, putting them through the process, putting them through the system, giving them multiple exposures in a short amount of time, right? So they can make a good quality decision. That's what the farmer does. See, the hunter has that recruiter mentality. You know, if you don't know what the difference between a recruiter and a sponsor is, I want you to think about the military. And thank God for our military. When that recruiter gets you signed up to join one of our branches, and you come off of that bus and you're in boot camp, right? Is that recruiter at the bottom of the stairs there to meet you at boot camp? No, he's a recruiter. He just recruited you in. But see, a sponsor takes somebody, and you know what they do is they make sure that they're on these calls. They make sure that they're holding their hands those first critical hours as they're getting started. Making sure they know where the tools and things are. Making sure they're getting plugged into the system. That's what a farmer does, planting those seeds. Because, see, the farmers plant seeds in everything they do. They're constantly watering and they're fertilizing. They're building those relationships with their teams. They're traveling. They're, whether it's locally, in people's homes and their dens and their living rooms, or they're traveling across the country, or maybe even around the world, but they're planting seeds all the time. Why? Because they know the harvest is coming. It's not a hunt to just get somebody in and just leave them there. See, that farmer continues to educate. They continue to give people multiple exposures in a short amount of time. You've got to have a farmer's mentality that I'm planting seeds. Maybe I'm not a bronze yet, and I've been in for 30 days, Jimmy. 30 days I've been in, I can't get the bronze. Keep planting those seeds. Jimmy, I've been in for 6 months. I'm not ready to advance. Keep planting those seeds. Planting the seeds of growth, planting the seeds of exposures. That's what the farmer does. Why? Because there's a season when the harvest will come. Many of you have been here for years, and I applaud you. All those seeds, those hundreds, those thousands of seeds that you've been planting, the harvest is about to come. Next truth is that you cannot have a lottery mentality. Now, Jimmy, what do you mean by a lottery mentality? This is what I mean. Many people join network marketing, and I hope for all of you brand new guests, I hope this really helps you out. I want you to understand something. This is not a lottery. You can't, some people, when they're going through the process of learning about our company, and they're seeing this incredible opportunity, they say, man, this sounds way too good to be true. But in the back of their mind, as you're seeing the presentation, you're thinking of 2 to 3 people, and you're going, oh, man, if that person comes in, I'm going to get rich. And you start to develop this lottery mentality. Why? Because unfortunately in America today, we're consumed by it. This quick, instant gratification culture. And what ends up happening is you're thinking of these 2 to 3 people, and you go out, you call them that night, you say, listen, I found the greatest thing ever, we're going to get rich. And they think you're a fruitcake, and they don't even want to pay attention. And you're deflated because you know what? That lottery mentality is what you had. So you've got to understand this isn't a lottery type of business. It takes hard work. Anyone that told you that joining and becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a success, having your own business is just a walk in the park, folks, the numbers never lie. At age 65, 95% of our population here in the U.S. is either dead or dead broke. 95%. Don't believe the hype and the hysteria that you see on social media. The people are promoting you can get rich here, do this fast. You can only, hey, join this opportunity. It's free. You make all this money. Folks, it takes hard work. You look and talk. You study Mark Cuban. Watch Shark Tank every once in a while. All right? If you watch a lot of TV, okay? Watch CNBC and learn about entrepreneurship. Grab yourself some business. Study successful people. I'm telling you right now, their stories are amazing. It took hard work. They don't have that lottery mentality. They knew that they were going to have to go to work. They're going to have to, get dirty. They're going to have to get in the trenches. You might have to travel to go do mixers. You might even have to hop on a plane occasionally. You might have to do what Cynthia did and drive 20-some hours to get to an event. Why? Because she wanted to get charged up, get excited, get going again. You might have to, find babysitters, multiple babysitters for your 4 kids like Michelle Rogers so you can get to a national event. Why? They don't have that lottery mentality. They know it takes work. It takes dedication to get to where they want to go. The next truth is that you've got to do the work. You must do the work. I don't know if you've read this book by Malcolm Gladwell. It's called The Outliers. I remember I read it a few years back. I haven't reread it. But in that book, it talks about you have to have 10,000 hours. He did a study and found out that it usually takes somebody to become a master, somebody to become a true professional, even an artist. 10,000 hours in that profession, in that trade, whatever it may be, to be masterful, to be an expert. 10,000 hours, and they figured it out. Depending on how many hours a week you work, it could take you 5 to 7 years. And what people do is that, like I said about that lottery mentality, they join a network marketing company in the first 30 days. Their thinking is, well, I'm not getting rich yet. I haven't sponsored anybody. Right? I'm used to making $4,000 a month, and I'm wondering why I'm not making $8,000 a month already. Folks, you're going to have to put in the work. See, the word work always comes first, except for in the dictionary. Right? Before success, except for in the dictionary. See, everyone's got talent. They've got ability, but it takes hard work. Michael Jordan said that best. He said, everyone has talent, but ability takes hard work. You got to be asking yourself, are you willing to put in 10,000 hours to become a network marketing professional? To master being a network marketing professional. See, it's called network marketing, not net play, not net dream, net lottery, net lazy, network marketing. It absolutely amazes me when I'm mentoring someone and I ask them, hey, listen, okay, let's get caught up. All right, tell me where you are today. How many exposures did we do yesterday? None. Okay, how about last week? How many exposures did you do? Well, I did 1. Okay, listen, I looked at my phone log. I didn't see any see any 3-way calls. Yeah, I didn't do any. Listen, I was listening for your name on the morning brew calls. I didn't hear you on any of them. Yeah, I've been busy. And they wonder why they're not successful. You've got to do the work, folks. The first year of your network marketing career, the first year up to 3 years, you're going to be way, way underpaid. You're going to work your tush off. Okay? And some of you will do it faster, but just know this. I'm going to throw out some numbers for you. First 3 years, you're going to be way, way underpaid. Right? First, the years 4 and 5, you're going to start getting paid what you're worth. You're still putting in the effort. You've been planting all those seeds. You've got that farmer mentality. You're growing. You're still, and you're finally making some money. But it's the years after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is when you start to get paid way more than what you put in. And if you can find that right company with the right timing, just like this one, like Sozo, then things can really grow for you when you find that right company at the right time. But this truth here, that you've got to do the work, right? Network marketing. Don't forget that. I'm excited that you're on these calls. I'm excited that many of you are, messaging Mark and I and thanking us for the trainings and all the things that these leaders are giving to you, pouring out to you each and every single day. But remember this, you got to go out there and do the work. All right? The last truth I want to share with you, because this is one I think it's going to hit home for some of you, and that is, you will not succeed in network marketing, in business, being an entrepreneur, or in life if you're looking for the acceptance and approval of others. You will not succeed in your business and in life if you're looking for acceptance and approval of others. One of the biggest reasons people fail in their business or even on their dreams is that they listen to their family, friends, and acquaintances. And when you understand this truth and you believe it, that no matter what anyone else is saying or doing, you know where you're going, you're laser focused, something happens to you. You're not easily swayed or distracted when people tell you that's not going to work. Okay? I don't believe in it. I've tried it. I've never made any money. How can that product help you lose weight by just drinking coffee? Are you kidding me? There's another company that sells that 2 or 3 minute miracle product. How are you guys going to make any money? Why is your company not growing faster than this company? And what ends up happening is you're looking for the acceptance and approval of others versus just realizing and knowing deep down inside you that you're going to go succeed with or without them. You've got to start to think like a 5%. See, 5%ers, 3%ers, 1%ers, they're not looking. I can tell you right now, if I approach you today about Sozo and it's not for you, I'm not going to go into my room and cry. I'm going to go find someone as fast as I can that understands what we're doing here. You've got to have that mindset. Think about this. I'll give you 2 examples. President Obama, whether you like him or not, this isn't a political thing, okay, whether you like him or not, his second term, remember when he won the second term? Do you know, during his inaugurations, I want you to think about this. He's up there, and Mrs. Obama's there, and he's addressing our country. And 49% of this great country that we live in, 49%, didn't like him, didn't vote for him, didn't agree with him, right? And he's still one of the, I believe, the most powerful person in the world, being the President of the United States. 49% of his own countrymen and women didn't vote for him, didn't approve of him. And folks, he's the President of the most powerful country in the world. He's not looking for acceptance and approval. He's got his own agenda. In this industry, one of the things that I heard way back early, in my first company that I built to a 6-figure income, I remember it was like yesterday. I heard this training, and it was in this Newsweek article that they talked about funerals, and they talked about that at an average funeral, folks. On an average funeral, only 10 people will cry. 10 people. And I was thinking to myself, 10 people? You're telling me I go out there and I serve and I serve and I give and I give and I go do the things that I think are going to make a major impact in life. And only 10 people on average will cry at my funeral? But you read this article a little further, and you go down, and you know what the number one determining factor, whether they'll actually go to your burial, where they put you, you're in the box, and you're going into the ground. The number one determining factor, whether they're going to come to your funeral or not, your burial, is whether is related to weather. If it's raining that day, 50% of the people won't even go to your burial; they'll just go to the party. When I read this, when I understood what this meant, it set me free. That meant that people, you've got to have that mindset that you cannot live your life for acceptance and approval of others. You've got to get so to the point where when you know why you're doing it, you know what you're doing it for and how you're going to do it. All right? All those reasons that you've got to have a laser focus to get yourself there. Surround yourself with people that are going to lift you up to help you accomplish those dreams and goals. So those are 7 truths that over the years the principles and truths that I put into my mindset, to my thinking, to my life. And I hope one of those truths, if you're going through those truths, and you're looking at your notes right now, and you're saying, man, this is one I need to work on. Tell your sponsor. Tell your success team leaders. Put it in one of the Facebook group chats. That's what this community is about. This community is a learning and growing, living organization. See, it's living because if you're in a group that's growing all the time, it's a living organization. Share it with those people that love and care and truly have a vested interest in your success. So I hope these truths help you out. Let me go ahead and hit star. Raise your hand, hit star 2 for any leaders that want to add to this. But I want you guys to know. Look at this list of 7 truths. Ask yourself, is there any of these truths that I need to work on? And start working on them. All right? And so star 2, any leaders that want to add to this call. And I think my board's frozen. Mark, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Jimmy.
Start. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I've got Cynthia. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Cynthia, go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning, Jimmy. Wow. You know what? Wow. Boy, we got to put this in an audio book. Wow. I don't even know what to say right now. This was so powerful and so real, and every single person on this call, oh my God, this is so powerful what you just did this morning. And, you know, I think at the top of that list of truths is just the word truth, because, and you're absolutely right, people will figure out who you are. And so, you know, going out there and parading yourself to be somebody you're not, or, you know, hyping up things that are not true, you know, just be yourself, and people will gravitate to you. And it's not about you so much. I think people make too many things about them. You know, inspire other people, promote other people, build other people, because that, to me, that's what networking is. It's about building the other people. It's the other people. I just responded to something online about Tacoma, because we're getting ready to have the U.S. Open out here in the city, right here. And so Tacoma wants to promote their city, and they're going about it all wrong. And I made a comment to the city, ask the people, find out who the people are in the city. What are the people doing? And that will promote your city. Stop putting pictures of Tacoma out there and find out who the people in the city are. And it's the same way in this network marketing. Find out who your people are. What are they doing? A good example, and this is not to toot my horn, I'm doing an interview this morning with Lisa Shepard, our VP of Marketing. What is she doing? Why did she come to Sozo? How did she get here? What was her journey? Because we need to know who's leading us, who's at our corporate team, and promote them, because they make us who we are. People look at Sozo and they want to know who's over there. What are they doing? Who are those people? Who's leading that company? You know, how did they get? Does anybody even know that she was at Giorgio Beverly Hills? Do they know that? How many people know that about our own VP of Marketing? And we need to know these things and promote other people, and it will build you. Jimmy, I can't thank you enough for what you did this morning, because this was powerful.
Thank you, Cynthia. I hope it makes an impact, and everybody, make sure you jump on her call today too with our VP of Sales, or VP of Marketing, Lisa Shepard. Cynthia, thank you. Any other leaders, real quickly, star 2. And Mark, if you see him, could you unmute him? My laptop's frozen.
Yep. I believe this is Randall.
Hey, good morning, Jimmy and Mark.
Hey, good morning, Randall. Go ahead.
Hey, I just got to say, this is really good stuff, and it's kind of hard to even pick out, one certain thing, but one that I really like is your point about taking 10,000 hours to become a master or an expert at this. And, I think a lot of people look at this industry and they think that it's like a shortcut, but, I mean, if you go to college and you prepare yourself for something, you put in hours to do that. If you're going to master a job in the corporate world, you put in hours upon hours to be the best at what you do. Why would you not do that in network marketing? It's a different opportunity. It's an opportunity that sets you free to set your own pace to do the things that you want to do. But if you're going to be a master, you got to put in the time and you got to put in the effort, and that's dead on.
Absolutely. Awesome, Randall. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Thank you much.
Anyone else, Mark, we got?
No, I think that's it, Jimmy. I'm going to use some of this for training on Saturday. It's just phenomenal. And, I think Jimmy, everybody needs to look in the mirror. And if their business isn't where it's at, it boils down to you. No excuses. I mean, people don't sit back if they're in a sales job and say, the company's failing me. You've got to go out there and do it. So I loved it, Jimmy. We should post these on the website for everybody to really assess their self and be truthful with their self. Thank you, Jimmy.
Absolutely. Thank you, buddy. Well, folks, listen, I hope this call made an impact on you today. I want to encourage you all to share. We'll get the links out. You guys share with your teams. And the great thing about being part of this community is that everything is available, for your team. And we want to help everybody continue to grow. So let's go out there, guys. Listen, we got 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for you to rank advance, for you to hit the new double new business bonuses. And we want to see you do that. Your leaders will help you with your 3-way calls, will help you with your appointments, whatever it may be. But don't just sit there and not grow your business, especially this week with the extra promotion that we have and the launch of Meridian. So with that, we're going to go interactive, guys. And today I just want you to say this when I count to 3, and just say this. Sozo will set you free, right? Because that's what it is. So on a count of 3, Sozo, 1, 2, 3.
Sozo will set you free.
Sozo will set you free.
Sozo will set you free. Let's go, baby.
Awesome call.
Awesome, everybody. Have a great week, everybody. We love you. We'll see you on the next call. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jimmy.
I got you, Karen. Do we have any other guests?